What I will do though first, just a quick have a look. Just a quick look. It's unlikely that anything will be out of the ordinary, and the ordinary being busy, chaotic, jam-packed, things like that. Service is not too bad. Okay, that's roughly normal. 120 something people. Okay. It may be busy later on because we're still within the busy time now. This is peak time for the next few hours. This is busy time. Rion, welcome in. Right, begin. Just begin. Just put. Oh, that's weird creation. Okay. Risto, hello. I also need to set up. I have a list of things I want to set up for driving streams and other various redeemables that could be quite good. What a vehicle! I know. I'm pretty sure this vehicle doesn't normally have an 8x4 variant, so they've added it on. That one turned around them. I know you're rolling backwards. Why though? Unless it's because they knocked you in their turn. They knocked it there, so moved you forward, and now you're moving backwards. Do people not parking brake? Even if the thing is, even if you're on like a flat, you're on a little incline here, but even if you are on a flat surface, just parking brake, man. Still there? Yes, they are still there. Blocking, because put your parking brake on anywhere you stop, please, because otherwise stuff like that will happen. You feel you're fine because at the time of you staying stationary, you know. Good lord, what in the brain rot? Come on, man. No. I'm reading through it. That is not how people normally type and talk. Come on now. Do better. Bot. Do better. And if you're not a bot, do better. Hello Scotsman, welcome in. Hello Kayla, big fan. Hello Tail, welcome in. Says what you told us says. Good. What do you mean says what you told us says? I changed it so it was away from the Tuesday, and the title yesterday was of course driving, but today it isn't, so I changed it as I went live. The VOD's title, however, will be the old title, so I will change that afterwards. But that's alright. People say that they don't even read the titles anyway, so that's not a bother to me. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to say this now while it's on the mind. For streaming any other games, whether they will be on this channel or on the other platforms, I still want them to be in the exact format I have right now, because if I do make clips out of them, I want all the clips to look exactly the same. I don't want to have to use a scuffed pre-made clip to then cut out the video or the camera from that and then cut out the gameplay from that as well. I am very picky, so I believe you can swap logins with profiles on OBS. I have to see about that. GTA, that would be an example, because the clips I've made from it and the shorts and such will be you overtook what, three people have been when it was on a normal channel, so yeah, that's a bit bad. But in this instance it was only 3. They didn't cut. You'd see that happen and you'd kick for that because there's only a few people. So hello Juice, welcome in. Is this your main platform now? Do you watch equally on both platforms now? Is that what's going on? Is there a way to find out who banned you? No. It's only GM, unless the video being linked, being uploaded by the GM themselves, has their channel name visible. I think in my case it does, because I don't really mind. You checked the 3 secret roads? Good. I'm sure they were nice, because they are getting better with them. This is the busy road, Juice. The most, 99% of the reports will come from this road. There's just people going all over the place. One server has the busy traffic. The other one has the same map, of course, but it's not as busy at all. So it's only here. It's funneled into this one exact place. TruckersMP, I think I do. The name is interesting enough. Is this the same? Same queue, because now they are in front, and I believe they did merge in front of a green one. You finished the event, congrats. How many left did you have to do? Did you manage to get any actually done during our drive yesterday? Or were all of them not relevant? 2 out, easy. I have a feeling this is from the same report, because this is exactly where they merged in, so I assume the person just reported them again. Because they didn't overtake again. Like, I get it, but, you know, are you going to report them again? That'd be funny. Because they're now, there's the green one. No, it's a different green one. They're somewhere else. We'll probably see them again somewhere. Yeah, those videos as well, Juice, that you show of the guy being intentionally angry and such, it's on this road. It's all here. It's famous. That's a long queue. Ooh, we'll probably see more stuff from that queue later on. So when I now load a report, and it loads in, sure enough, this is the beginning of that section. It is... Oh, they're not going on it. British guy, one of them, yes. Because I remember one of the comments I had recently was like, so-and-so, if this. And I thought, who's that name? And then, of course, Juice or someone else mentioned the name. And then they popped up on my feed as well. I'm like, oh, it is that person. I have seen them before. And in my head, I'm like, absolutely not. Gonna make some content? Don't you dare. Don't do that. There's enough content anyway without you forcing it. Yeah, they do pop up on the For You page. It is forced. Unless they do have a bit of an anger problem. It's a little bit worrying either way. Denmark needs you. Denmark has backup, don't worry. A little bit worrying, but should be alright. Uh-huh. We're fine. Hello, God to gamers. How you doing? Don't use the other side. Yeah, there. Thank you. Use this side. It's close. Hello, gamers. Big fan. They do indeed, Sadness, yes. Charlie said that he didn't help me remove the floating badge. Found his message. Oh. Maybe he didn't remember. We've also had multiple Charlies as well. Was it the more regular one? Because I remember the other one I believe we've had doesn't appear anymore. Not too sure. Why'd you do it here? Come on now. This is likely going up, around, and back down again. But you got cut off. That's funny. Love the new wheel? I do like it as well. It's pretty good. It's just what are we doing? Why are we in a rush here? Eh? What is the benefit of doing this? I think they did have the intent of blocking you in there though. So I wouldn't suggest doing that. But now this one then tried to pass as well. If the person hasn't stopped moving, can we not try and squeeze in next to them? Because a lot of these people are incredibly unpredictable on where they're going. No one indicates where they're going, so just don't try and, you know, like reserving your spot, but then shut up. Random time. He PM'd in the chat, man up and taking a photo, he worked it out. Oh, I see. Come on. It's there, the game's stuttering, it's loading. There we are. Oh, this is good. Is this your trailer? Yes, it is. Why are you're probably stuck. That's funny. Yeah, Road Kings. There isn't much to think of about Road Kings at the moment because they revealed it near the end of last year and then that's it. Nothing. No teaser screenshots, nothing. We just had the cinematic trailer for it. In the Discord server they have for it, they're supposedly saying that it is still in progress. Which is a bit, are you sure? I'd like to see that. So there's not much to say on it now. But what knows? Yeah, that's because someone wrote that. Someone wrote that message. I'm glad that it is last though, because I'm not really a prominent, you know, I don't really do much of that anymore, so I wouldn't list that as one of the first things I do. No, it's near the end of the list. Favorite country in ETS2? Don't know really. The newer the area, the better it looks, so that could be anywhere. Like if they make the UK look really good, then maybe it'll be that. Howdy, Alex. Huh? That was close. This one is stuttering a bit as well. Yeah, people can make accounts and add their own things to it. Oh, that was not their fault. Why is this one reported for that? This one corner.
So a man walks into a bar.
Think of the 15, and then what does he do? Does he just hit his head? Yeah. Welcome back, Ashley. How you doing? I didn't even click the right one. How was you? Finish the joke. I was gonna get a point. That's hilarious. That's great. It's not what I thought he would say, to be honest. It's completely different. I like how you did slow down in the process of doing that, but it didn't work. But you should slow down earlier. Blind man walks into a bar and a table and a chair. Yes. Title? No. No. Said it was created by sadness. There you go, exactly. I think there's more than one, actually. There's a few, because one of them, the first thing it says is this, it says I'm dyslexic, unless it is that one. Yeah, there's another one that says I'm dyslexic. I'm not, just to clarify. But it says that. Why did you say that, hey? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that one. World's largest dyslexic. That could go multiple ways. In word order. I'm not the largest in this game. I'm not physically large, and I'm not dyslexic. So, why did they get revamped? Because of all the people pouring out of the service and just colliding with each other. They don't know where they're going. They just see a free spot on the road in front of them, and it just, you know. Used to the Dexy? Like, genuinely? Can they remove it? Remove what? Well, they could edit it, but I think they find that too funny that it is there. Sometimes you feel like you are. And in an official sense, I don't know, because I've never been tested for any of them. So maybe if I do have something, I just, you know, I can't read. I can't even talk properly. That might just be me. One way, yeah, when you leave the service, you go to the right. Great job, good job. And then we just wait there. We just wait for these people to move, and then, you know, they still have priority to do this, apparently, because, you know, they're an elite person, an elite player. They have somewhere to be that no one else has any need to. So, you know, priorities, that's what they feel. That's what they feel. They just, only I can go, no one else can go, they're all noobs, and they must stay there. It's perfect logic, isn't it? It's only me, just me. I am the player of the game, after all. The wheel shakes when you drive the Skoda? What do you mean? Your physical wheel when you're using one, or when you drive it? I wouldn't be driving it so quickly where it shakes. There used to be a thing back when there wasn't really a speed limit on it at all, where you could reach 200 kilometers an hour, and after that, not only the sound would cut out, but then it would start shaking. I think that's been fixed since then, but that was rather funny. The steering wheel. Is that no force feedback then? If you have it on to any degree, it'll shake. I need to turn mine up a bit. Maybe for tomorrow's driving I'll turn it up. Smidge more. Not all the way. When did we start using it? I'm gonna say something like 2022, 23. Whenever it started getting really popular is when we swapped over to it. If you want to look at the emote looking that we have in here, that I uploaded, that's in like thousands and thousands of channels, whenever that was uploaded, smidge before that. I just ported it over from BTTV because we were using that, and Frangazy at the time. 2021! Well, there you go. It's been a while. It's been a while. I think at one point I had the premium thing as well. That was gifted to me. I don't see the point in buying it ever since. So that's why I don't do that. But some of the colours are quite nice though. I assume each month you unlock the colours for, you keep each time. So the collection must be quite a lot. Because like the one on Ashley's name is quite nice. Can you be a mod if you have bands? It depends on how recent they are. If they're really recent, then probably not. Doesn't seem worth it. I think there are only some perks that seem worth it. Like if you want just the coloured name tags, why do we not have a subscription service where you can tick the boxes of what you want? If you tick another box or untick a box, your billing amount changes accordingly. Why does it all get lumped into a thing if I only want one of the perks? Come on now. Like a vending machine. If I want another thing from the vending machine, I'll pay to get that thing as well. Why we don't do that? Killed him again? True. Well, I can't tow out during the driving, can I? He's here, though. Let me just... Out of the group. There we go. I put the things into a little group. I'll put him there. How's that? Of me driving? No, I'm not driving today. No. There we go, he's back. Where you make these ideas? Because I'm dumb. Why did you stop? That didn't affect you at all. Oh, you're turning, right. Can't multi-select? No, true, you have to buy it again, but you know, you only buy what you actually want. That kind of analogy there. I can't think of anything else that does that. Hello, War Sniper. But that would be really nice, because I can think of a number of things where I would have the premium of that particular item if I can only have one or two things from it, not the entire thing. Like, really, is my only option the unlimited tier of this product? Really? When the D&B, it's not D&B at all. Okay, now we pulled up. So, the thing you actually did, other than that, wasn't actually much. It was a silly U-turn, though. Luckily, the person that crashed helped you with that, I guess. Go ahead, hello, Tempest. How you doing? I'm doing well, Ethan. How's you doing? Middle of the week. Banned for a week because of lagging. Are you sure it has bass? That's why people say it's EDM. I saw arguments of people saying that things like hardstyle don't come under EDM. The acronym is electronic dance music. It's as generic as you can get. Everything is electronic, and you can dance to it. Is EDM. But bass is nice. I like bass as well. So the U-turn, maybe. This was also very silly. They didn't seem to be affected by that, though. Anything crazy? We've had a few bumps that I've seen already, and surprise, surprise, it's on everyone's favorite road. All of you by now, to those that frequent these streams and they really like the admin streams, you should have also memorized this road. And you'll be able to tell every single corner with your eyes closed. You know how people learn F1 races, they learn for bobsledding and things like that? You should just know it. Yeah. Thank you, Numinous. The CD road. It will go down in history. It already is in history. When people think of ETS2, this multiplayer comes up. And then when thinking of this multiplayer, this road comes up. That's it. It just does. Can't avoid it. Because I've seen in other streams where some streamer that doesn't usually play this kind of game, they play whatever, they do variety stuff. Nice. And then they might play this game one day, and then people in the chat are like, do you know there's a multiplayer for this? You can play on a multiplayer? And then when they do, and they manage to connect maybe to this particular server, they start talking about, oh, don't go to this place. Meaning, here. So, imagine made a mod there. Well, I don't spend too long in Calais or Duisburg because it is exactly the same stuff all the time. You could do a good 10-15 minutes of banning people and it would be no different when you leave and then come back later. It's just exactly the same. Do trailers that drive from Denmark to Germany. You can go there if you can make a job that goes there. I don't know how it will work for parking it though. There is a mod that allows you to unlock those double trailers where you can indeed store them in various places. So people can spawn their trailers in Calais, for example. Despite France not having trailers of that size. Hello Drone, big fan. Hello Aviation, doing well. Big fan. I just want to see what else happens here. Here we are. Yes. Will it die when ETS2 releases their own multiplayer? Spoiler alert, there already is a multiplayer. It's called Convoy. It is not a massive, an MMO. It's not a massive multiplayer online, if that is what it stands for. There already is one. It does not compete with TMP because they do different things. The player base did drop a little because there were a lot of people that then were able to play something else or didn't like playing on TMP anymore. Apart from Convoy. Well, there won't be another one. They have no intent on releasing a massive one like this. Good job. Good job. They wanted to follow the one in front, of which they cut in as well. And then so did this one. Like how they all smushed each other at the same time. And as for the one zoomed around the corner, Stunt Boy tries to wheelie on every single corner. That was a well-timed fire then. There's a scooch like that, and another scooch like that. But, you know, they didn't crash. I still wouldn't suggest doing that, though. Don't do that. Never mind. Aha, that's why you check. Genius. Oh, no, it went wrong, huh? Said sorry? No excuse. No. Don't do that. Hello, Martin. You are on TikTok. You can't comment about that. There's a Discord promoting hacks. You could report it to Discord if there is a policy in Discord's TOS against that. Like promoting cheats in any sense. I'm pretty sure on other platforms you can't do that. So you can try it. They don't really do their reports. Well, they don't really look, do they? They just... yeah. They allow content that clearly should be banned, and they ban content that shouldn't be banned. You seen that? Is it convenient if you download Metal? Metal is a good one to use, yes, because you don't have to deal with files directly. It is a nice clipping software. So yes, it's good to have that. You can clip it in any game anyway. It's good to record your gameplay. And I guess, you know, not sponsored or anything. If you do play things like CS, Valorant, it can track when you get kills and such, and it puts little markers on your clip. So you can get your epic montage moment. Just hold on a minute. There's a lot of stuff that happens here. Just change your profile picture and name. Wait here. I'm not going anywhere. It's fine. Oh, the car pushed them. Yeah, okay. But then, just wait a minute. Anyone see any reason as to why that happened there? What? Because I saw this one, and I saw that one at the same time, and I thought, oh, maybe someone hit them as well. Someone in ghost mode. Don't think so, no. Because this one was behind them, nowhere near them. These two hadn't even gone past them yet. There was no one. The snow, yeah, maybe they hit a massive snow pile or something. Maybe they saw a spider, yeah. But How did that work with the car then? Because wasn't the car already... Were they already fine? Maybe this is where they spawned in? They swerved because... Yeah. Now you should be spawned in. But then they... I guess the ghost mode hadn't run out, and now it has run out. We don't see the symbol. Normally there's a symbol above your vehicle which has two cars that have kind of crashed into each other with a line against it. That would show that you're in the ghost mode or not. It's just a weird situation. Flickery. Very flickery textures there. We've got the main ones from that. Hello Blood Ball, how you doing? Big fan. Just be careful when you're slowing down, because some people can lag back and they might stutter, which can then hit you, so you've got to be careful with it. Where is it? This is near Brussels, actually, this part, on the CD road. That one was because of, you know, they spawned in, they went around. That's still dangerous to go around when there's oncoming people, though. Just come on now. So I need a little willow. What do you think about Top Gear? Great series. The new one, no idea. Don't watch it. The moment the boys left, stop watching it. I need to go and rewatch some of the classics. Old one was good. Can't top that. Can't top that. I don't. Is it even still a thing now in its new whatever? Because the viewing numbers are far less. Constance Farm. I've watched a few episodes of that, of the series, and of course Grand Tour. I was so late to watching the Grand Tour that I think I watched all of them in reverse, because it doesn't really matter, each episode is just good. Good job. Yeah, Colossus Farm is an interesting, different thing. It still has his humour, though. The OG team, well, they might still work on things. They're all doing their own individual things. They're getting old, man. Had an initial idea of bringing back the old crew. I don't know if they'd want to. They'd need the same producer they had from before. The good one. Because they worked well together. But, yeah, all of the specials were really good. Something here to cut someone off. Where was it? Hello, Cairo. Was it this? I think they thought they were in front. You are stuttering a bit going up this hill. Only a tiny bit, as you can see there. So that one could basically be desync as a result of that. They're indicating, but they're merging when they're directly in front of someone else. So, someone's blocking the bridge. Berlin? Berlin? That's not how you spell Berlin. Had to try and get each other shot. That was a scary one, though. The one in Alabama. That was a scary one, because they genuinely could have gotten that. You don't mess with Alabama people. So, what bridge is in Berlin? There's several, right? It's just people all over the road, just in random places. Are you sure it's in Berlin? Duisburg, maybe you mean? The bridge in Duisburg? Because Berlin is not busy? Did you mean Duisburg? How's the Moser wheel? Very nice, Potato. Again, very nice. Yesterday's drive went quite well. I'm getting more used to it now. Pretty good, pretty good. I've got the setup right. The thing that lets me down is the wheel cam being just... It's probably the dodgy lighting on the wheel cam. It's not that good. No, I haven't tried the Hori one. No. I was given the Moser one and I used the Moser one. I cannot give you any good or bad opinions. Kayla, good, I'll allow it. On the Hori one because I haven't used it. It's got to be a Duisburg. It can't be Berlin. Recommend. Both are good, but then again, if I've used one and then used the other, why do I need both? That's the kind of thing. I have to try them out, give them a kind of weird, detailed view type thing, and then what? Return one of them? Because why do I need both? However, though, I think I wondered this before. To anyone here that might have the Hori thing, if you have the shifter thing that comes with it, because of course it comes with it, how does it connect? What is the connection of the shifter? Is it USB, or does it connect into the wheelbase like the G29 does? Because why don't they sell it separately? Hey, why not? A good 15 seconds while I look up? Yes. And then I eventually reply to your comment. Connects separately via USB, but connects using drivers. Oh, so they recognize each other. That's fair. But USB, that's good. So then you could use both sets. But then it'll be left with a good wheel. The Hori is gear driven and mostly plastic. Does the Hori make a lot of noise when you turn it very quickly? Because yeah, the Moser, I mean, I can only comment on that for now, being it's sturdy and heavy. Yeah. Hefty. Gets in the way when you want to use the buttons. Yeah, it's true, but then you'd be holding the shifter and you sort of, from there, you'd kind of lean. They should all be in reach, really. Sturdy shifter. Yes, I hear their shifter is pretty much entirely metal. It's very, very strong. So, there was that. And then car across again. Did anything encourage that though? Did they do anything to you first? I don't think so. Call you Phantom? You've renamed to Phantom now? Well, okay, I'll call you that then. Whatever your name is, I will read the name out. Unless it's a dodgy name. In which case, shame on you. Just checking, just making sure, just checking, just checking. Hey, you see? There was a little bit there, but that looks like just keyboard steering noobiness. Because they swerved away from that one. And you can see when their vehicle sort of moves like that. You know, but then this response that's not necessary, is it? That's a bit extreme. But trying to do the same thing is not the same thing. It's just not the same thing, because then you took 2 in 1 there. It's just not, you know, it's just not. What are you doing? It's... Yeah, it is that. A new desk chair. Office type of chair, I assume. Hello, Stephen, big fan. A comfy office chair. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I'm hoping that was them afterwards, realizing that they overdid it a bit. You have a problem with elements? Yeah, people have that. I mean, I'm assuming just turning those elements back on. It's G... show game elements or something. Show game... Yeah. But then when people have that problem and they suddenly don't see them, I don't recall them ever turning it off. So why are they suddenly disappeared? You could try that. Show game elements 1 and see if they turn back on. USB, okay. But yeah, depends on the noise and the force feedback settings. So it does make noise. Because, I mean, I don't have my force feedback up too much, but I assume that the motor doesn't really make much noise at all. At least it doesn't get picked up on the microphone, whereas the G29 always used to. So I had to change my noise gate and such, which was a bit annoying. It's raining? It usually is. This is meant to be winter and it's just raining all the time. Fabric instead of leather. Yeah, the fabric kind of mesh stuff, I think, is why I have on mine. That's quite nice. Allows you to kind of sweat through it. Not disintegrate the leather. Same corner. This corner, we need to start properly naming the places on these roads. You know how they named all the various corners on the Top Gear track? Can we do that? Nothing else there though. So that you can reference it and you know, there's it's Gambon, it's, whatever the other corners' names are. That wasn't that bad. They tried to slow down, they didn't. But how to get the winter mod? You can download it. I have made a tutorial on my page on how to get it, if you want to follow that. It's called the Frosty Winter Mod. They overtook, I think, one person, maybe. Painted side panels. If they're not DLC components, they should just unlock with certain levels. They might be unlockable with the tuning pack for the Scania as well. The Mighty Griffin pack. Could be that. Hello, Black Wolf. Hello, Civic. No worries. That's fine. Hey-oh. This is TruckersMP. Yes. Welcome in. Big fan. Glimpses. Welcome in. Errors as well. Welcome in. This person is hacking. We actually haven't seen a cheater in a long time. They actually are. They've got the warpy thing on, so they look like they're just going very fast, like their game is sped up. Rather than just cheat. Because you notice how quickly they might turn these corners. Like, that's not 60. That's not. No, that's not. It looks like he's drifting. Whoa, so much skill. Whoa, cheating is not skill. Don't you dare misunderstand me. Cheating is not skill. But it looks like it, though. See, how are you, you know, you both are 60. How are you zooming past them, hey? How's that work? A good gaming chair, true. It's got RGB around it. You should try TMP, yes. Don't go to Calais, though. Don't want to risk a fourth man. Don't go to the CD road, then. You'll lessen your chances of getting a ban by quite a bit. Why cheat? I have no idea. I don't know why they did that. And then it ends there. Cool. So we got speed hack. They didn't hit anyone, so I'll do that. I suppose if you were to collide with people, that would be a naughty boo-boo, wouldn't it? Am I rating people's trucks? No. If I find a really silly looking one, then maybe. But detox will be good. Staying away from trouble is generally a good thing. I would suggest that, yes. Yeah, how come we haven't seen one in a while? An actual one. Pretty impressive. I should have put speed/warp. That's what I usually do. Because it's probably done where they speed it up in cheat engine or something like that, and then the game appears to be going quicker. Doesn't the public alternating car look like Peter Griffin's car? It was probably based on it. It's one of these old Lada type things from Eastern Europe. That's what it's like. When's it coming to Xbox? We don't know. Maybe sometime this year. It's still a regular occurrence. Every single post the SCS software posts, the makers of the game, without fail, all the comments are people talking about this and this and this and this. Just GIFs of the consoles. How boring of a take. You don't like anything in the game and you want the game to come out on your console in the first place? Respect the content you're going to be getting first. Otherwise you don't deserve it. You're fishing. Leaving Sweden for Portugal, you're going to do 7,000. Good God. In-game. Right? That'll take you a while. Good luck. That was bad. The new coach. The coach DLC or the one that's being added by the Turkish team? Turkish team 1 is coming to TMP. Coaches, maybe. They're just vehicles with an extra perk assigned to them. That'd be cool. Who do they cut off? Which one? The grey Scania, I think they cut off. Hello, Gromit. Gromit! They looked to their left, they didn't really look to their right. Nice. Nice. Grey one, yes, they cut off the grey one. Come on. Look both ways before turning. Look both ways before crossing the road. That's what you get taught, right? Come on now. A lot of people there. And we're basically in the same place. It's like it's the same report. How do people get third-party paint jobs? Most of them are DLCs. If you see what looks like a custom paint job, there might just be one that they've got via the game, and then they've customized it. There are some event reward paint jobs as well, which also are a bit unique and they look quite nice. Those you might find on the Steam Workshop. I could sell the ones I don't use, but then if you do that, you will never get them back. So why not just keep everything I've earned from every event ever, even if I don't use it? Huh? Hello, Lion King. Hello, Ismail. Welcome in. Because, you know, it means it's cool. Why would you do the event to then basically sell everything you get from it? Profit. You spent time doing the event. Why would you sell them? Exactly. It's only Steam money. To then ironically probably buy a DLC for the same game anyway. Just keep the stuff. Just do the stuff. It's free to do it. Just do the event. Enjoy the stuff. Even if it is a paint job you never use. Which is usually the case for me. Okay, this was a panic swerve because we don't know why they stopped. That one's not their fault. You can see that. Because the car, they had to slam their brakes on. They slammed their brakes on. Our friend, you need higher braking sensitivity than that. But, you know, that was the only other way they could have gone. Because here, I think, somewhere here, there is a wall. You don't get damaged by hitting invisible walls, but I don't think they wanted to go that way. So, they're like trophies, exactly. You've not missed an event in years. I do like them. I do love them. It's nice extra content to do. Anything that's like achievement hunting, challenges, missions. Like, imagine if this game went down the content slop line of daily missions. Log in to do your daily missions. What, you do take damage fading? Maybe it is only the cross barriers then, the X barriers. I could have sworn if you hit just an invisible wall, you don't take damage. Of any sort. I know that you can go full speed into an X barrier and nothing will happen. 51 cents! That one I might sell because I have no intent on using that. It's incredibly annoying. Very annoying. Dailies would be quite interesting with it. What on earth would you do? Maybe do this particular job? Earn this amount of money? It's always around like daily items, I think. Bounces from the ground. Could be. Could be. How much damage? If you don't take that much damage, then it's probably just the ground. But yeah, there are a lot of games where it keeps you going by logging in, doing your missions. And if you do a certain amount of them, maybe like a month's worth of daily missions, then you get an extra prize. But I don't know what you do in this game. This game is just a chill, you know? Nice. Can you offer a trade? Go on. What are you offering? They did something at the start, didn't they? Bridge? Bridge. Why do people take so many third-party double and triples? Because they like the challenge of being a very big vehicle. They like being a big vehicle. This one, he noticed at the last second. Luckily, nothing happened to that one. The Thrustmaster mini wheel, I thought I already have that as well, because I remember we did that event. I think you only had to do one job for that one, so I think I already have that. Because I don't think I've missed an event. So, I probably do. I think I've seen it. When scrolling through the things, the hanging ornaments. Maybe. That works for Renault. Didn't tell you a lot about the Magnum. It looks weird. It is a box on wheels, isn't it? Be nice if he worked on the newer ones. Like the T. The Renault T. So the main part is this, where, yeah, you want to change lane, but you're kind of just going for it, really. You could build up a bit of speed. Right? It's just, really though, the other one didn't need to slow down, because there's not the expectation. Where are the indicators on this? Are you indicating? No. Holding up both lanes just so you want to, you know. Raffle doesn't mean you mean much, you just get more points. Just in-chat points, that's it. I have a case. Yeah, I'm not buying a key to open it, though. That's the thing. You can get cases by doing certain things or leveling up, but then you have to buy a key to open that case. No. Why would I do that? Open it! Gamma! Anyone want it? If anyone actually opens it, I can just give you it. You don't have to trade me anything back. Just give you the case. Whoa! And we don't know what caused that, because people haven't spawned in yet. There we go. Probably the Lambo, but unfortunately that doesn't, we don't see that. Or we do. But hold on a minute. They weren't in the place that they actually saw them. Because I assume there had been a previous crash. Maybe involving these two. And then this one drives through it all, because I assume you just spawned in. So, if any bumps happen because you've immediately started to drive, that's on you. That's not what Ghost Mode is for. And now they're taking a nap. Ghost Mode is meant to be 15-20 seconds to spawn in and then move to the side of the road. Not to just drive as normal. What up, car? 50 stream streak, I appreciate that. Tom, welcome in, by the way. Levis, Gimmer, Illis, George. Hope you're doing well. Beardy stream streak. I need to think of, you know, something cool that could happen when there's a sun stream streak. There is a little streamer bot thing that someone made where you can kind of compete with each other, where someone redeems their stream streak like that. It shows you who has the highest, you know, like, oh, you are nearly at this person's stream streak. Watch a little bit more to beat them, that kind of thing. I need to look into that. So the crash, because it happened at the very start, I'm not entirely sure on why. It was weird. Hacking. Admin. Hello, Martin. Hello, gamer. I'm yawning a lot today. I don't know why. You kind of use save edits. Depends on how extreme your edits are. Edits are usually fine. Are okay to use. If you edit too much and you remove components and things like that, then this one has edits. You see, they've added 2 or so bars at the bottom. It looks stupid. How do you edit? You edit your save. I assume then, if that was it, yeah, this is them spawning in. No one else is there, and then suddenly they're all there. You need to decrypt it, which basically means to unlock the file so that it doesn't look like a jumbled mess of your computer speaking to you. Hello, Jake. Long time no see. Do I know you on another account then, if it's long time no see? How you doing? That, in a way, is what Ghost Mode could be used for. A bit dangerous, but, you know, they're driving and they're moving out of the way so that when it ends, they shouldn't be within someone else's bubble. You're a little dumb to understand? That's fine, then don't use it. You don't have to use it. Some people consider it as kind of cheating the game in a way, or like manipulating the files. Like, imagine if you were to manipulate the files in any other game. That's basically hacking at that point, isn't it? Should really be able to do that in single player. Maybe to give you a bit more money or something like that. Maybe you could do that. Heal. I do remember the name Heal. Hello. Why are you on a new account then? What's going on? What happened? I do remember that name. Vote band? No. What's up with the flickering textures I can see? That's very interesting. Look at all this. It's like someone's flashing the lights. Kind of forgot your password. You know you can reset it, right? You don't have to make a new account. You can also use a password manager type thing. Don't save it to your browser. If anyone here saves their passwords directly to their browser, stop it. Remove them. Because if you somehow download a dodgy tool, it can search for your passwords through your browser. Use a password manager, which is different. Duisburg does look different, yes. This is the remake that they did, not us. They did that. It's a mess. Just a dumb... Well, it's... I mean, you've got a new one now, it's fine. If you remember what the email or login you used for the old one, you can try and reset it and try and get it back. And then this one will become a spare account. Make your truck look good with the painted bull bar. Yes, that's fine. That's a local mod anyway. Unless it's something like this where it would... can other people see it? That's fine. There is a DLC now, like the one on that orange one that just went by, where they have painted bull bars for all trucks, though they don't look good, you know? Some of them are nice, but they don't look good. Like the ones that come with the Scania, I need that shape. They're not great. But on my Scania, I have one anyway, so... You think other people can see it. If it's save editing, yes. If it's local modding, no. You kicked them. I'll review the entire thing. I just want to see... There we go. We need to review the entire thing, just to see what else they did. Terrible time to merge. Very poor timing. There's a large gap here. They could have used this gap. Shame. For 3 weeks. Shouldn't be getting banned at all. If it's a save edit, then that's fine. I'm just saying people use Insanux for mainly local mod stuff. Where can you install your mods? I am only using the Frosty Winter mod. There are only 2 mods that TMP officially support and encourage the use of. This is one of them. So, okay. Normally it's 1 day. Normally what is 1 day? They get bored and they move over, thinking that they can overtake. No, they try it and then realize it wouldn't work, so they went even further. There we go. Yeah, that was terribly done. For your next ban. Oh, so you keep getting them. Wait, I think I remember now. Yeah, you were one of the ones that was proud of how many times you get banned or something. That's just terrible. Why move there, eh? You can see that they're approaching quicker than the car is speeding up, so how on earth would there be a sufficient gap? And look at the gap behind this one. Loads of space, if they kept moving. Come on. Food Trucks M, I still need to edit some more of that. My backup drive, which purely has VODs on it, is getting a bit dangerous. We've entered the red zone on the hard drive, which in my case is less than a terabyte. Hello, Aurora, big fan. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Wouldn't it be useful to identify the person who made the report? Normally, yes, but in this case, it doesn't really matter. And yes, because they chose a terrible time to merge out. Likely not intentional, but easily avoidable if they actually looked and double-checked to see who was oncoming. Because they were merging to the left, so you need to check both directions. Mainly the left. What time? A week, which is the standard. For those on TikTok, the panel here, I just leave it like that. That's where you put the reason. Spectate, blah, 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 blah. This is the bit that they don't see. You only see up to about where it says reason. Just here. So half the panel you don't even see. Can you get a wheel? No. I'm not giving you my wheel. RAM and storage? Yeah. I mean, I would have been worryingly out of storage a long time ago if I didn't have this other one. So, I do have it. I need to sort through the bots. Keeping secrets? Not from you, from the TikTok people. I did a poll, by the way, when I wandered it on stream. I did a poll specifically on the bulletin board thingy, wondering if they wanted multi-streams or if they wanted just TikTok-only streams. And although it was close, I think it was about 60-something% of people voted for multi-stream. That's why I'm still doing it. This is Duisburg. We're approaching Duisburg. Got your license? Congrats. So now, surely you should know how to drive, right? In-game and in the real world. Or are you applying the logic of, oh yeah, but it's just a game. Multi-stream is fine. I think if I had enough computing power where I know the performance wouldn't be affected, then I would also use TikTok Studio as well. And OBS. What doesn't TP let us use realistic mods? It would be nice to do that. Maybe graphics mods. But they have to be on the server, I think, for us to be able to use it. And then what happens when the mod person updates their mod? What if they update it and they add a bit of a virus somehow into it? You've got thousands of people that then have a virus. What really was the problem with that one? Hello, Andy. Hold on a minute. You play with integrated graphics. I think the game runs. It's not going to run well, though. Illegally distributing a mod. True, true. It's because they're just used... You can find the files deep in the Steam folder, but you have to have the connection to Steam to use them. That's why the two that we support are with files you get from their own websites. They moved over because they couldn't break again. Accelerated? Yeah, the way they chose to merge was poor timing, but not as bad as in the previous ones. It's not as bad. There we go, no one was really harmed, and now they're both up to speed again. It's fine, really, it's fine. Car crash? Oh, I missed it. There's going to be a lot that goes on. That's not a problem, no, that one's not too bad. Need ETS 3? No, we don't, Aaron. Why do we need ETS 3? No, we don't. What features come into ETS 3? ETS 3 is IRL. That's how I say that. Again, anyone that does IRL stuff, or if anyone here watches Trucker Dylan, he is playing ETS 3. With mods, it's ETS 8. Exactly. Like how people are making GTA 5 look like GTA 6 with mods. Still GTA 5 though. Still the same thing. See, Phantom, now you're spamming the same thing again more than 2 times, which is ironic because you're doing it again. Just because they didn't reply to you first time. You don't need to repeat the same thing. That's what they're pointing out to you. Dylan is good. He rated us the other day. Very kindly. Every now and then we go back and forth. The joke is that we go from the virtual world to the real world and back again. You can't go through there. Do you not want to just stay in line? Surely it's easier just to stay in the same line even if you're not moving. You get so bored you pull over every 2 seconds. I mean, stopping there's not a problem. It's just how are you going to merge back in? Hello. Oh, if I deleted the report there, you wouldn't have seen it. When did you spam 3? Clarifying that you spammed 2. Ironically, you spammed that one 3 times. Maybe not spam. Spam is more quicker than that. But, you know, you repeated it. Can't wait for the UK revamp. Is it going to be this year? Maybe. Server is Sim1. Simulation 1. You should know this by now, because it's busy. The busy one is Sim 1. Sim 2 doesn't even come close. There's no possible way you can confuse the two. Especially when you see Duisburg. Duisburg is busy. See, they're still there. I think now they want to merge. No, they've got hazards on, okay. It's busy. That do be busy. No, I can imagine how you drive. There are a lot of people that do drive completely sensibly. Formally, in fact. Very well done. I don't need to worry about good drivers. It's the bad ones we need to worry about. Watching what that car's doing. Tattoo, welcome in. How are you doing? You're a frequenter of the other platform because you support it over there. How's this going to end? And Ionity, welcome. If Sim 1 goes down, then yeah, people might switch to Sim 2, but it still won't be as busy. See, what is this flickering? That didn't happen last time. And on here, probably got a gifted sub. Very good. Love that, don't you? They turn around here because this is, I guess, where they can go back. There we go. Go back to the city road. I was waiting for it. I knew you would. I just sensed it. I could smell it. We are banning people, yes. Mondays and Wednesdays are banning. Tuesdays and Thursdays are driving. And there's anything else in between. Heading on, no worries. Thank you for stopping by. You see the flickering? It's very weird. As if someone's flashing a really bright light against their trailers. Yeah, we don't need you two to be arguing a lot. Nordic had the fair point of you repeating the same thing. They pointed it out. They didn't yell at you for it. When one person calls someone else kid, buddy, bro, anything like that, they've already lost. If it was a lose-lose situation. They think they want more bridge? No, not in the same place. Why would they make another bridge in the same place? The way to get people out would be to go the other way round, past the other service that no one else gets to. So like how we did it in our design, one way in, one way out. Completely separate from each other. To prevent jams. No, I know, it would prevent jams. I'm just trying to think of where it would be. It would be nice if we utilized the other way out. But then in order for it to merge back to the highway, you need another intersection, which would make it too close to the current intersection they turn off at. Yeah, they think calling someone just whatever years old is insulting. Sometimes the younger person is more intelligent. Oh, for when you're on the road, you want to treat it like a podcast. Oh, that's nice. I see. Ah, that's very kind of you. Well, as a perk of that, even if you don't use it, you get to watch videos early. So, you know, and you get credited. What we do need, though, I think someone mentioned it before, is that the little bollards on the bridge, we need to have more of them so that people can't squeeze through them. To change sides. How's the wheel? Very nice. It's not in use today, though. I showed it at the end of yesterday's stream because I disconnected it so that I could move closer. You can just pop off the wheel and then it wouldn't be in your way anymore. Nice. I can show you in a sec if you want. What's the point, eh? What's the point in it? Why? Buy a game on Steam? What do you mean? How can you report something? In-game, you can click a person's name. You right-click to get a mouse and you can click their name. They all went around the corner weirdly there. How'd you get snow? That is with a mod. There is a pinned video on my page telling you how to get it. Nice. Nice. I like when there's a scenario where I'm just in time to see it. After at the end of a report, I see something else and I don't even need to move my camera much. Boom. Second person gone already. You would need a mod, yes. It's a shame that it's not built into the game yet. They want to bring seasons to the game, so it'll be a cool optional tick box, maybe. There is, I think, a setting that we have where when it's on, it will snow instead of rain in-game. But that doesn't matter whether you have the mod or not. Maybe it does require the mod first, I don't know. Talking to a girl. Scary. Just be cool, just be chill, hey? Depends on how involved they are. If they're a dry texter, then. Can you have one Steam profile where you have the original ETS2? Can you connect multiple TMP profiles to it? No. One TMP per Steam. Because it's one copy of the game. If you somehow want an alternate account, you have to have another copy of the game and another TMP account. Does snow work? What do you mean, does it work? This snow is just a texture. Don't think of it as actual snow you can mold and move out of the way. It's not like that. The snow that was on the Winterland, if anyone did Winterland, that was placed on the map by the makers of the game, so it looked good. And it had texture on it. Don't know who that is, but okay. It's an admin. On TV, yeah, there's a video for it. I have a video for it, but there's also, if you look up ETS2 Winter Mod, the first link is how you get the files. Quentin, welcome. Snooze, welcome. Albert. No, you can't play on American Truck Sim if you're banned on ETS2's TMP. Any TMP server you'd be banned from. The entire network. The guy tried to ram. We'll need to rewatch this because I'm looking at other things as we're looking at this person. My eyes jolt around. You realize you can go through that wall, now you gotta go all the way back, and then just after this sign you're gonna merge. How to join from Germany? You need TruckersMP, client, TruckersMP. You install it. Oh, it's not this one, it's the next one. You tell it where your game is installed, and then when you launch the client, you can connect to our servers we have. Tag. If you mean look at the person's driving, maybe. If you mean look at their actual tag, I don't see their tag. So now we go back to here. 3 reports to get claimed. They won't expire though. I understand the annoyance if you're waiting for a week, but those don't expire. So all of them will eventually get dealt with. If the list is heavy right now, that means there's quite a lot in the list. That's why I would generally recommend, even the system, when these ones in game timeout, you're recommended to go on the website and report them because they don't time out. It just means you might be waiting a bit longer. Yeah, this one, they tried pushing out like that. But how's this the suspect's fault, though? Maybe they moved slowly, that's not a problem. This didn't really let them out. It's high at the moment. That could mean all kinds of numbers. And it's not them cheating, by the way, they're using tag lift. If you're using the tag lift, you can sort of lift your front up as if it looks like you're cheating, but you're not. See, and then they merged in like that. That's just a bit of a beef between them. This is busy. Whoa! What was that? Did you see them drop out of the sky? Hold on. I saw the tail end of that. What was that? The game's not free. No. ETS2 is the game. James, this doesn't count because I made the report. Any report I make doesn't count. Next one. This person goes flying, apparently. Somewhere here. Tries to squeeze through, maybe? No? Oh, I see. It looks like they flew sort of down the road towards the camera, that type of thing. But no, they just got flipped by the car. I see. Not as bad then. But yeah, you can see it if they start sort of stuttering as if you're building up to a sneeze, and then suddenly, boom, there we go. If you have good reaction time, you'll be able to just stop in that moment because you know that the snapback is coming. It's lethal. It's bad. Good job. I just saw that swerve. Crash, 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 crash. Well done. What are you doing? Why? Oh, and you're swearing as well. Just want to recap that. Again, this is... Okay, they've already been reported, of course. Already been reported. These are all reports we've already seen so far. I know they're fresh, but hold on a minute. Oh, that was the one that we just saw. Okay, yeah, of course. Hang on, 42930 doesn't even exist. Has someone already dealt with it? Phantom report. Electric chunks. Electric chunks are in the game. You can only use them via quick jobs for now. So they are in the game, they just need to be unlocked, I guess. There is a mod that allows you to buy them. But they need to work on the charging function of that first. Because otherwise you are not driving an electric, you're just fueling normally, which is weird. This bit. This one. He gets bored, waits for these two to move, and I guess doesn't see the third one? Hey, come on! And then you cause a massive pile up, and then decides to bail on that, and then just moves straight back in. But they are also... I don't know if that's to the same people, but you've been saying some very interesting stuff. I only remember they wouldn't work. Quick jobs should work. They should work. Hang on, is that the same one again? Wait a minute. Oh, because the car moved this time. That was going to be a game over anyway. Did you see the speed before even thinking about stopping? They were going 70 something still. 77 they reached on impact. What were you expecting if the car wasn't there? You were just going to hit the truck instead? Probably. Collisions. Yeah. They're slow. Maybe when they're at speed, but the acceleration of the electric is better than the other trucks. They accelerate very quickly. Just like in the real world. So yeah, they may not have the highest top speed, but oh, that was poetic. Nice. But yeah, they get off the ground, or whatever the phrase is, pretty swiftly. Instant torque, yes. Even reverse. I think some people have demonstrated that I think the electric... There is an electric DAF. One of them goes nearly the same speed forward as it does backwards. So that's a fun little gimmick. This also doesn't count because it's me doing it. Yeah, you see, you're kind of blocking the overtake there, which is amusing. You're swerving off the road to try and hit them. That's both of you. That's just both of you. You're just... It would have only been this one, because they started the overtake first, but the fact that you are completely off the road with the intent on hitting them. And then you hit the other one as a result of that. So... Scania Super reversing 70. Whoa, that's pretty damn quick. That's pretty good. In reverse, yeah. I think on when they were first showing off the Renault on the SCS stream, they also showed that, yes, it does sound like a hairdryer, sure. But they showed it very quickly accelerated. So, focusing on the CD road, the majority of the reports come from the CD road. So sadly, even if you're sick of it, this is where the content is. This is where the reports are. Everything constantly happens here. Be nice if people spread out around the map, but then it's likely that there's also someone in the background. You'll have less crashes because everyone will be spread out. This one I kind of want to watch back. I kind of want to watch both back. Avoid it, exactly. It'd be nice if everyone else did. 41? That's ages ago. I like seeing a new report so I can see it in the moment that I want. And of course the lag in both of them it's tolerable, but not for everyone. Right. Oh, they're already here. Hang on. You've been here the entire time? The entire length of the report this person has been here? Still there? Damn, still there. Because I didn't see much movement. I'm not seeing any movement. I didn't see much movement for that. So I just kicked. It's just always, every single time, it's just this all day long. If I go on a spree of kicking and banning and cleaning it up, then I go and do 2 reports and I come back again and it's exactly the same again, man. It's always the same. Could already build a bridge. They could build this one. I don't really know how much use that would be. You still end up in the same place. But no, the idea, now that we're actually here, someone was on about, is this service, it's not the one you get to when you press F7, which is why it is very empty. But the place you could go is straight down here. And then you're basically at this intersection. So if there was a way that you could sort of turn maybe this way and then go up a ramp and then you're here, because the other intersection is here and it's a very large intersection, so they're too close to each other, you know? You can't go back up this way because where would the ramp be? That's already a ramp. It would have to go underneath and then up like that in some twisted, interesting formation of some sort. So the idea is there, it's just the scale is not in the right place. This road would have to move, I think. But it'd be good if this was the way out, because this is quite nice. Nice streets to drive down. Plenty of space. And the tram tracks. But no, sadly not. Instead, you just get this damn roundabout. Duisburg, yes. Of course. Again, you should know it. Memorize the road, memorize what the city looks like. You're going to be able to know what it looks like with your eyes closed. Come on. Who are we looking at? Which one are we looking at? This one? This one. Are they gone? I'm assuming they're gone. Oh, they're here. Hang on. Who am I looking at then? Wrong ID, that's why. I was 1 number off. Swap my numbers around. Don't confuse me. Okay, so now they are definitely gone, because this is not them. Yeah, that's not them, that's different person. Never mind. Okay then. Now, 1 times, because this is not my report. Would you mind explaining the basic rules of double or multiple triples? Keep distance. More distance than you would using a normal trailer. Wider turns. Make sure that if you make a custom version of a double or a triple, that everything connects nicely and legitimately. No floating parts on them. No missing parts. Stuff like that. The old oval. Our one was okay. It solved the traffic because it was made for us. But their one, of course, isn't made for TMP. So can't argue with it. Wraith, by the way, welcome in. Goat, big fan. Daniel, welcome in. Raphael, welcome in. Notification. Gas station. Yeah, both gas stations in the middle. Places you can't be. It's like IRL, exactly. There is a mod on the workshop, I think. To clarify, a lot of these mods, you set them up on single player first. The whole thing, every time someone says what mods work, there are a handful that do work, but you have to use them on single player first. Where it's an unlocked version of the trailer in order to use them anywhere anyway. If you teleport to the service station of a normal city like Calais, there's a high chance that your triple trailer won't fit. So you'll glitch out a bit. Your double might, but your triple won't. So there's a risk of where you teleport to. It's easier to drive into a service rather than teleport to a service. Other than that, anywhere else that's limited, you'll be auto-kicked anyway. So the ProMods busy road, there is an auto-kick there if you try and take one. Don't think there's one on the normal map. Good brakes. Very good brakes. Nerd. Yeah, hey, they asked me a question and I damn well answered that question. Nerd. You got a problem with it? This is where you don't take that corner at high speed. Braking. It just looks like, even if you're clarifying something, it just looks like you're screaming at them. You know? What is that ammo? I need to look into that ammo. I think it's because they were going to be a bit too close to the barrier, so they went out to the left, and that was game over from that. Oh, that's a nice emote. Yes, actually. Wait, I want to add that. Yes, because I know what it replaces. Open 70V link. Wait, we already have it, don't we? Because otherwise, why would you be using it? Who added that then? When was that added? Guys do that? We've already got it, you donkey. I am a bit of a silly Billy. Yeah, because was it one of the ones that was added yesterday when you were spam adding a bunch of emotes? I want to see what other remotes there are now, just by typing that number. Don't ban? What do you mean don't ban? The one that braked, in their case, that was not intended, but it was avoidable. A lot of these situations, they don't have to be intentional, they're just avoidable. There's a few good ones. Talking about IQ, calling them something else. Yeah, these are. I've got a good one. Okay, can I replace the one that we have at the moment and then add another better one? The orange flashes, they have them all the time. People love having the hazards and the beacons. It defeats the purpose of actually using them because they're meant to be used for certain reasons. Where is it? Open link. Oh, yes. And then we add this one. There we go. It's much better. Genius. Oh, there were two of them? Oh. Yeah, and then please, we just need please instead. Because that's what it sounds like you're saying. Yesterday you saw a London bus driving around. Yes, I believe that's a moderator vehicle that they can use. The old-fashioned route master type of vehicle, yes. Do you make a custom trailer? What, with custom cargoes on it? Yes, by save editing. Again, as long as it's not weird or broken. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Rage Bait Poggers, yes. Yeah. There are some in other channels where every good emote you use, like Poggers, relates to just something else completely different. A certain someone that was in the chat earlier, that resubbed earlier, they like using that number. So next time, if they do use it, it'll be funny. Car's having a nap. Okay, why are you... What are you doing now? Are you going to be a good Samaritan, just randomly? Side quest? Poor timing to do that. Not that bad, though. I'm assuming this is where the invisible wall is. There's a wall here, because you can't go too far across the field. I'm assuming they're just against that wall. You need help? Help me, please. Please help me? No. Just teleport. Tow truck mission? Yes. Where's, in the GTA story, the woman that you go and help with? What's her name? Tanisha? Something like that. People space. Bath. Bath is good. Lizzie keeps saying bath. Won't take a bath. Can I show the vehicles? I don't have all of them, but there are a lot of them. I have seen them before. I believe Tuna made a video showing them. There have been a handful. Tonya, that's the one. Something, Tanisha was right. Probably talking about Thingy's ex-partner. Can I spectate you? Why? What have you done? You're behind the car for a week. Well, hang on. Banned for 1 week for no reason. You were behind one car and got banned for reckless driving. If you have an appeal, whoever banned you will check your appeal. It's not me. If it is me, then I'll check it later. Every time someone explains what happened, Franklin, that's the one. Why am I not knowing these names? I was trying to think of any possible name for the guy. But not quite like a name like Fred. His name was definitely not Fred. Hello? That's not how roundabouts work. What is this emote? Do I want to see what this emote is? No, Noble, don't make a mess, man. There we go. Like, they didn't even do anything to you. Are you now taking revenge for literally nothing? You made up the problem. This sort of thing. They were already on the roundabout. You're supposed to yield just before the roundabout. Your friend went, so you thought you could just go as well, right? Or maybe they'd move over. That's not how roundabouts work. See? So that happened. And then we're getting in the top. And then now they try and overtake. Gamba. It's just not necessary, you know? What's the point? If they do appeal, they'll probably mention that in their appeal. And I will clarify whatever I just said verbally. It's being like, well, you made up the problem yourself. You did that. They didn't hit you. Storm. They didn't hit you. You know, you gotta yield. Thank you, Raid Man. How's it going? Big fan. Admin to admin, right? You were doing admin. How was it? Truck. That's not a terrible emote, but it does look very weird, doesn't it? What other truck ones do we have? How do you play this? This multiplayer, you need TruckersMP. It is a multiplayer mod. Or a client, rather. You download it, install it, connect it to where your game is installed on Steam, and then you'll be able to launch it through there. And it runs just like the normal game itself, it just has an overlay on it. Think of TMP like an overlay. And of course, instead, you'll be able to see other people. It worked. There's a few that would be truck. Kind of funny. Most of them, of course, are relating to pickup trucks, because that's what Americans call them. Your Ford F-150 truck. If I search out lorry, would that be a bit better? We call them lorries. Any of the new buses? There is one that is in the new project that's coming to CMP. I've seen the teaser that was revealed of it, the reveal post. And the 3 that are coming from SES, they've shown development posts on them. So I don't know anything that you know, or you don't know. I am also a player, you know? I typed lorry, not sorry. There are literally nothing for lorry. Okay. Sure game, okay. Sure did. Yeah, there's a few good ones. But, yeah. Is this us adding emotes for every single word? Back when we had emotes for this, that, or, and, that kind of stuff? That was a mess. Have I heard when it's coming to PS5? No, maybe this year. But that's a very broad approximate. We don't know. It doesn't mean it's being cancelled. I think it's just going to be a lorry emote. Hey, there's emotes in all kinds of languages, mate. There's probably going to be some in English. On it. Proper English. Three cars crashing into people. Lovely. I might have a look. You've already put it away. I might remove the snow mod at the end of this month. Perhaps. No snow. Yeah, that's fine. Why here? Wait for the road to straighten out, and then assuming no oncoming people are there. Almost a clean jump. All 3 trailers nearly went over the fence there. Perfect. But how unfortunate, hey? You're stuck there not. Lol. That is a certified L. But then blocking. Not really. Because of that, maybe? Like they didn't let you out or something? I don't know. Maybe. Was there a previous beef between those? Oh, your mom. Nice. This means nothing. Try overtaking when you got a triple. Exactly. That's another thing you need to keep in mind with triples. If you do go for an overtake, bear in mind of how much you have behind you. You have more than one trailer. So it's long. Yeah, it's a client, it just runs via files. So the assumption, because we don't 100% know, is maybe some magic is possible. TMP will probably not be on console.
Wow.
So, Slayer, welcome in. Big fan. But that is a funny moment. Yeah, in the UK we'll hardly get any. Technically speaking, if I wanted to be realistic, for my area, I wouldn't have even used the winter mod to begin with, because we haven't had snow. We've had a bit of frost. You know? Certainly not enough like this. Can you join, please? I am not on a private server. You can join this server, and I'm not the one driving. Feel free to join any TruckersMP server. I'm not driving. No snow? It's too mild. You might get some sleet. Maybe if it's a particularly cold morning. That's it. How many players? 3,000 something? 4,000? I can't check while I'm in a report for some reason. It doesn't let me do /players.
Wow.
Don't know why. Mainly rain? Yeah. Birmingham. Hello, Tryhard. Yeah, I don't know how TMP would work for that. And even if it did, I don't think you'd have cross-play servers. The curiosity is whether Convoy will have cross-play servers. That'd be very cool. But yeah, there'd be a big audience for the console. That's why we have the annoying children that are begging on every single Instagram post. Where's the console? Where are you? Console? PS5? Like, shut up. How are you? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good week. From Hull. Oh. Definitely up north. Is there a mod for playing on multiplayer? It's called TruckersMP, yes. That's what this is. It's technically a mod. But I describe it to other people as if you're installing something like 5M for GTA. You know how you install that? It's with the client. You link it to where your game is, and then you can launch it through the client. Same thing. It's just so annoying. The one saving grace I have is that for some reason when posting on web, it might be one of the extensions trying to battle against me, but every time I try and write a comment, it says this content can't be found, this content can't be posted, as if I've posted like a slur or something when I haven't. So a lot of the comments that I could post, telling someone to shut up, politely, doesn't go through, so I'm like, okay, forget it, I won't post it. This. Any means to get further forward, they will change lane, even if it means doing it several times. Can I check why you got banned? You can check if you go on your profile. There should be the ban mentioned there. If it's fairly recent, there may not be a video just yet, but if you appeal, you will get a video for it. If only the videos were automatic. That'd be nice. Hope he doesn't get crossplay. People need to just adjust their settings, because there are so many people that even use keyboard and mouse or even controller on PC, and they just don't adjust their settings at all. They just think it will be okay, and then they suddenly realize they can't take the corner properly. You know? Did they do anything before that merge?
Ow.
There was one. So we got right to left, which wasn't a problem. But then we have left to right. For some reason, that was just an aggressive, I must be in front of you. You should just stay in the right lane anyway. If you're in the right lane, stay there. You'll be fine. The entire way down to the CD road is in the right lane. Poor internet connections. I don't think they know what any of those words mean on how to do that. So it's just a lot of them playing on Wi-Fi, and they're also not near the actual server itself. Players, by the way. How do you spell that? 3,500. Blue on grey is not a good idea. Why is the system text in a dark blue? Light blue, please, at least. Or white. I don't know. Don't be giving me dark colours. The sneaky route of going straight through the roundabout? Well, you can kind of U-turn through that. I don't think that gives you a bit of a advantage, though. It's a different way. But does that really save you time? At least semi-bold. It was. The original chat before we added this system, you could technically change the font if you wanted in the folder. The same reason why this is bold as well. To others, it won't be bold. Did they load that save, by the way? They did. Okay. But yeah, it would be nice if you could change between whether it's bold or not. Just a tick box. Don't need to change the font, there's too much to load. Just give me a bold version. Sean was here the other day. He's the developer that does that kind of stuff. They have stability on very low. That's impressive. Well done. But if it's in a report, it's going to go wrong, isn't it? Somewhere it's going to go wrong. That was close. Wibbly wibbly wobbly. Please don't try this at home. That kind of thing. Don't try it. You'll definitely mess it up. Oh, almost. And they're likely using mouse steering as well, because you can then flick the mouse quite sharply. Either way. And then we load a save again. What are we doing? What's the point in that? Well, sadly, no collision occurred there, but that was quite dangerous from at least one person. They were near there. when they merged kind of back in front of them just before they passed. That was close. It was close. It does, it saves the logs, and those logs, if you don't delete any of those files, they can add up quite a bit. Each one, if it's a full session from a good few hours, it can be just a couple of megabytes each. So, there's also spawning logs, where if you want to find the ID of someone that you didn't notice, it's all there. Their name, their ID, all of that. What's your mic? It's the Shure SM7B. It's an expensive mic. So I don't recommend it for just casual gaming stuff. Casual use. But I'm glad it sounds good. I've had it for a while. Yeah, recording is a good thing. Do I have to do a tutorial on that as well? Like, oh, so today's your first day in TMP. Here's what to do and not to do. But 2 versions. Be like, for the daredevil that has heard of the CD road and wants to go on the CD road, and for the normal player that wants to do jobs and not go on the CD road. That could be a good idea. Reckless? No. The one in front, maybe. Nice, hello, Pastor. Thank you for the 3 stream sheet. I don't really see a problem there. Here, maybe? Close merge? Yeah, I guess that's what caused it, but you were still speeding up into that. Despite the little bit of desync you had, why are you accelerating into someone that's clearly now in front of you? Whether they were allowed to do that or not, whether they had priority, whether that was illegal or not, don't keep accelerating into it. You know, that's just bad. That's just a bad idea to do that. Doesn't mean it's allowed, though. I didn't say it was allowed. I'm just saying it's just silly, don't do that. 80 gigabytes on the chat. What? How long do you have your game open for? If it's like here where there's constant chat, then yes, that log file will be quite big. So every couple of weeks, delete all the log files. They're not used for anything specific. You'll be fine. Is this a Roblox game? Yes, it is. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? No, it's not. I'm sure people have made a version of this in Roblox as well. It probably looks terrible. As most do. If people take their time to make a game, I think it can look alright, despite the blockiness of it. But most of them will look like it's a Roblox game. Why are you slowing down, huh? Thought so. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, if only Alaskan Truck Simulator. I played that a few times, I think, somewhere near where it came out. This maybe at least 2 years ago now. It was nice. It had a lot of potential for it. There were some bugs that other people found. Luckily, I didn't have them. The thing of getting out of your vehicle, going into a little supermarket, buying snacks for yourself, using the microwave in the back of your vehicle. Saw that. Stuff like that, you know? Unplugging the trailer yourself from your own vehicle? It's going to go horribly wrong, yeah. It be your own actions sometimes. If they budge themselves in front, you're not going to be able to flip them out. They've probably done this on other games, you know, where you push against the tail of the vehicle and the vehicle spins out. Maybe in GTA, not in this game. I don't think the physics lets you do that in this game. You can't do that, you know? Unless the hitbox is in a weird place. I don't know. It's all CD, man. It's all CD. And by the way, talking about when I may remove for myself the mod, when the winter mod is not supported back in spring, I will then unpin the tutorial video for it. Because I've unpinned the Winterland one. Poorly, nice. I can then unpin that one. You got banned because you were trying to reverse out? You weren't looking where you were going, were you? Maybe? Reversing where? Oh. Played the demo. No, not of the, like the first haul. No, I played the, they have a kind of driving test version of the game. I played that. The Truck World Driving School. I played that one, and that was interesting. Looks nice. That one again, you have to, you know, get out of your vehicle, sort your trailer out, that kind of stuff. I don't know if that game is definitely going to be this year or not. I think I've seen that truck before. The player's famous for their strange creation. Oh, it was your band. You want to reverse and go bad. Well, I'm glad you admit that it was indeed you. That certainly saves the annoyance of just shifting the blame. Yeah, the physics should be quite good on that. If it's kind of between this and Snow Runner, it should be good. Still banning long trailers. You can use a long trailer. It depends on what configuration of your long trailer there is. Nice. Phantom, you can be in the chat and you can chat if you want. You're more than welcome to come on over to the busier chat if your brain rot wants you to have more chat messages if you want. People can choose whatever platform they want to watch on. Remember that. You're just enjoying the stream, hey? Enjoying the stream, and I have a feeling that you were too distracted there. You wanted to cause a crash? Like that? And then you weren't looking. Pay attention to your own driving, goddammit. It's got an insurance fraud thing here. Trying to cause a crash with every other person. If you manage to clip them in the right place, they will crash and you won't. That's what they try and do. It's just don't do that. But that one, that's a perfect example of it. Did you see how far they had to leave their own lane just to lock that in? Nice. And then they say sorry. Apology not accepted because you don't mean it. Promos? No, not promos. This is regular Sim 1 Calais to Duisburg. Calais to Duisburg Road doesn't exist on Promods, and soon in the main game it'll look very different as well. Yeah, there is the Harriet laugh. I like when people have the kind of reverse laugh.
Good evening, how's the stream going?
Like, Jimmy Carr kind of thing. Not as extreme as Jimmy Carr. More of an evil like, Yeah, boy. That one, yeah? Good evening, Basti. Thank you for the biddies. It's going well. We banned a handful of people. We banned a cheater as well. One hacker. One hexor. Senior moderator? No, I'm just a normal moderator. A GM. Didn't know it's a bannable offense. Didn't know what is a bannable offense. Yannick, just a normal mod. Why do people do this? Sadly, they do. They don't really think about someone else's experience. They're basically saying, oh, it's just a game. So. But you can still play the game and have a bit of fun in it. You don't have to annoy someone else for it to be a fun game. I don't know what they do either. But sadly, there will... something happened there. There will always be people that drive like that. The engine sounds. All you did was cause the truck to magically fall off the cliff. Veggie, of course, I will. The truck from Steam? No. You cannot use that in TMP, no. If it's a profile, that might work, providing the person that created it didn't add any other modded items to it. Game name, ETS2. ETS2. Euro Truck Simulator. You were told it was Euro Truck Simulator, but it's specifically Euro Truck Simulator 2. Because ETS1 is Very different. When emptying leader, don't need it. Don't need it. Nah. No lag spot. You're lucky if you don't find any lag spots in Calais. There's always a lag spot. I mean, at least in Calais, you can still be in the city, but you can be in the hotel, which is kind of at the back. Back of the city is kind of out of the way. Nice. Good job. And why are you reporting the one at the back when it was the one at the front's fault? Yes, there is an ETS1. That's why this one is called ETS2. Exactly. ETS1, as said, is from 2008. This one is from 2012. They are very different. 3 to 4 years ago? No, I don't remember that. Why would I remember a band from that long ago? That's so long ago. If you remember it, that's impressive. Was it specifically me? The band you? That's impressive. What? Why? Someone else crashed in the background, I can see that. Why would this have worked? By the way, in the demo, we can't see the barriers. I really wish we could, but the wall of it, if I go live right now, same angle, that's where it starts. So right where they were squeezing against the other person is right where the wall was starting then. So they both just couldn't move. Good job, man. Good job. That wasn't the one behind, though, because the one in front was doing it. If the one in front moved and then the one behind was still there, then yes. The one behind would then be blocking. You're also blocking now. Desperately waiting for space to merge in. ETS3? No. No, we jokingly say ETS3 is real life. There is no point in them doing an ETS3. After so long and active updates every single year. I went wrong. Get wrecked. That went wrong. I followed that. That is not the outcome I expected, but that was amusing. That went wrong. Went back into the right lane, back into the left lane, cut off the car and went boof, straight up. That's a funny moment. No, removing them wouldn't result in less crashes because those barriers filter people into the correct lane for turning. If the barriers weren't there, as they weren't before, people use all 3 lanes to turn to the left, so they cut each other off. Even though the arrows are very clearly demonstrating that one lane is for the left and the other 2 are for going straight on, nope, they just go all around in the 3, and they just smush together. So, the point of where... Oh, there's the guy again. The point of where they merge is further back, but at least now you should aim to be in that lane earlier. So, left lane for Calais to Duisburg. Right lane for Duisburg to Calais. That's it. When you leave the respective city, go in that lane and stay in that lane. Shame there's no alliteration that could be used there. Like, for memory purposes. Does anyone do that? Where you think of a rhyme in order to remember a piece of information? Like if it was Luxembourg, for example. Luxembourg, left. There you go, easy peasy. Calais, left, maybe? I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch. So you had green. You didn't. And why did you go, huh? Maybe you thought you could before the others went? Yeah, it's his right of way. That's why we watched from this one. I think they decided to go because the opposite lane hadn't moved, because of course they have red as well. So they thought that, oh, the entire intersection is going to be empty. I will go for it. But no. That's not how that works. 11 FPS, by the way. Smooth, isn't it? Buttery smooth. It's lovely. $180 people. Yes, this bull bar here on this Prime user, that's from one of the DLCs that you can now have for every truck as well. Move away, please. Nice. For those that don't know, by the way, I don't know how many people, kind of an Easter egg. Did you know there were bunnies here running around in the park? You probably didn't, did you? I was looking at that one there. Maybe they were moving. Bunnies! But if they're wild, they might be hares. Hares, I think, are larger than rabbits. Knock-on effect usually happens. Physics doesn't really like when people bump into each other a lot. The game, surprisingly, was not made for players to bump into each other. Overworking. Hold on a minute. Is the application difficult? Not really. It's not easy. You do need to think about being very careful of what you write. It's the entire procedure of whether you'll actually get it or not. Because not many people get accepted. So, that bit. Yes, I was just about to potentially wrap up. I think the raid. Hope you're doing well. Big fan. Oh my gosh. How's your stream? Where were we? Where were we driving? Hey, how was it? Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to the crew. We're looking at Duisburg. Heaven on earth, as some people say. It's not. It's not, but admin has been busy. It's not 8 PM? No, it's not. I know that. Sorry, not sorry. Damn it. What's the procedure? As in, like, filling in the form. If you're able to fill in the form on the website, and then potentially being accepted for it. Oh no, report. One more report. But I hope you had a safe trip. Did you crash anywhere? Hope not. Go and recover after stream. Post-stream food, post-stream sleep. No driving. Playing Ancient Farm. Half asleep, brain couldn't comprehend. Oh, well. Definitely need sleep then. Ancient Farm. What's it like? How much longer are you live for? Not very long. Not very long. Phantom, you're sounding annoying if you point it out. You know why no one points that out in any other stream ever? Because it's just unnecessary. Watch the stream, man. Just have fun at people getting banned. Just laugh at them. Ancient farm. Yeah, that makes sense. But, like, are you literally in Egypt or something? Ancient Egypt? Early farming? Are you not using any machinery? Using a scythe or something just to cut your crops down? Is it that ancient? I could look it up. How do you become one? You would then go up after a certain period of time. I don't quite know what is involved. You'll be told. You start as report mod. So only the website stuff. Just a lot to think about. Haven't had good sleep for the past week. Well, come on. GG's for not going to the left there. Good job. So that's not that bad. In-game is the game moderator part. It's kind of in the name. Both are technically report moderators, but one of them is specifically for the game. What is this? Oh. Oh, well, yeah, it actually is, yeah. I see. The map looks cool. Yeah, that's definitely very old. Very... Oh, that released recently. Oh, okay. Looks like an alright game. Do you eventually level up to get into your, you become a pharaoh or something eventually? I don't know how you can progress in a game like that. You have so much farmland, so much money, whatever currencies they used back then. Maybe. Best DLCs for styling your truck. The tuning packs would be useful. For almost every single truck there is now a tuning pack. So if you like Scania, there's a Scania tuning pack. That helps a lot. There is one called HS Shock. That also gives you a few extra bars to use on the top and the front of your vehicle. And then paint jobs. Paint jobs could be quite nice as well. Basti, thank you for using your Prime. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Putting it to good use. Remember that. Mark, welcome in. Charles, welcome in. Riz, welcome in. Not with a Z, with an S. Kevin, welcome in. New Year's and Christmas, they were chill. They were chill. I don't do the whole like massive gathering party type thing. They were very chill. Pretty much normal days. Spent it in some people's streams, a couple of Discord chats, you know. As we're from all over the world, people just celebrate it at different times. Yeah, it's nice. How was yours? You can see they're impatient already. Spoiler, you are the one that's meant to yield, so they are yielding. Good. There we go, and let me guess. No, okay. Make Krummer? Yeah. Early comer. Oh, and that car crashed. What a surprise. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? Okay. You just merged back far too early for that. I think that was close enough to maybe be considered a kick. Luckily they didn't cut them off. But this one though, and the one near the beginning of the report, lol. If they were to repeal, I bet you they're gonna blame the one that, oh, they merged out in front of me. Come on now. Come on now. Really? Can you use the bus mods? No, not at the moment. We did have one, but the new one that's coming soon was not in game yet. It's not in TMP yet. So not yet. You'll get an announcement and a series of posts, I assume, when that is available. And as far as the coaches, they're not in game yet either. So who does what? It is you swerve this one. That's kind of what caused that. Bada bing, bada boom. You narrow it down, and it's all caused by you. What do you do when it says fail to establish connection? Is you could try again. I don't know how many times it may let you do that. Is your internet a bit problematic? Is it dying? Are you downloading something? Good job, good job. Did you not see that, maybe? You just didn't notice that at all? Maybe not. Probably ate all the buses? That's a lot, though. You can't do that. That's a lot of buses. That's a lot. We'll have to look into who we can go and raid and pass people over to. I don't know. SCS definitely doesn't stream for this long, but we have a lot of people here, so we could. Come on, you better get going. There we go, before it turns green or red or whatever. Good. Nice. If it's a queue, it's okay. Check their chat log. Is it this one? This one. Oi! Nice. Nice. Were they reported for that? They were, but that's quite far back. I want to know what you did. What on earth could prompt you to say that? Let's see, are they around in this? This is them, right? So I assume, yeah, nothing. There a filter? No, if there were to be a filter, you need every single variation of the word itself. Change every single letter, like you change the I to a 1. Voila, you've bypassed the filter. It needs to be a very in-depth filter. Even if it just bleeped out the word. Banned for cheats. Well, you never cheated. Well, please appeal for that. Because supposedly you were thought of for cheating. If you were lagging a lot, then I'm sure that lag looks very interesting. I will... So was he about to say it again? Possibly. I'll do a lengthy one for that. Nice. Possible. Don't suppose you know about Xbox? Nope. We don't know anything yet. But I don't want people to think that just because you haven't heard anything else at the moment, that means that there isn't anything else. For other games, that seems to be a case where if you don't hear anything else, you start getting quite worried. But in SCS's case, they're just working on it. They've unveiled it. They are going to make it work. So, you just have to wait. Server name is Simulation 1. We are on public servers, not my own custom server. I would be very, very famous, very, very popular if this was my server. But no. I am like Ann Train. This guy is Ann Train. Egg, as Jeremy says. You're famous? You're not that famous. To have a 4,000 player server? You kidding me?